in the lobby of Ramsey Solutions. Andy stopped by from Canada. Welcome to Nashville, Andy. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me.
Cool. How can I help today?
Well, I'm a certified financial planner in Canada,
Cool.
and I've often heard you say a number of times that the behavior is more important than the math in a lot of financial planning areas. I know for the debt snowball, you say list debt smallest to largest,
Right.
rather than the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate because people need the victories along the way and that sort of thing. What other areas in financial planning would you say the behavior is more important than the math?
It's a really good question because in your world of certified financial planning and the world that I came from, similar, I've got a formal academic degree in finance. We're taught to be numbers crunchers.
That's right.
And most of us are detail people, and we really like math, and we really get into the numbers and want to crunch those things. And I almost had to overcome that to help people transform their lives financially. It's not that I don't believe in math. I do, because I'm a math nerd by my nature. It's how God wired me. But sometimes in the financial arena that you're in and that I've been in most of my life, we try to fix things with a with a math problem, and it's not a math problem, it's a behavior problem. So I appreciate your question a lot, especially coming from where you're coming from. So yeah, the debt snowball mathematically doesn't work, but it works because it's behavior, and all the studies have shown that people, when they try to do it mathematically correct, don't do it because they need that. So that's a good example. Another one I have found is the power of focus. I had a call earlier this hour. A guy was asking about stopping his 401k temporarily and missing out on, the compound interest of that, that present value of that money. Also, but he could also be missing out on the match.
Right.
And that's so mathematically unpalatable. It just, for a math nerd, it's like blasphemy, And so, but it's a temporary thing. And the power of getting that income freed up and the power of the victory of getting the debt gone, and now I can really hit this investments really strong and really forcefully, does supersede the missed match on the long term, because we get people able to invest and then they keep investing. When they invest from a position of weakness, they stop investing every time the transmission goes out. And so they're jumping in and out of their investments all the time. An example of that is when we pull up and we're helping a company change their employees from the inside. We pull up their 401k. I pulled up one the other day. The average employee was putting in $3,200 a year into their 401k, and the average employee had $3,400 in loans on their 401k, which meant their 401k was useless. It was just they were so it's not good to get everybody investing if they're not able to keep investing and steadily. So that's another one. The third one is, and this one just really blows my mind because it's so counterintuitive. The American Association of Actuaries and Pension Planners did a detailed piece of research, and they studied retirement success, people who had piles of money at retirement. And they said, okay, what was the number one indicator? What is the driver of retirement success? Was it the asset quality? Was it the diversification? Was it the expense ratios, which are things that you and I would always look at, or looking at the track record of the mutual fund or whatever. And the number one driver of retirement success, savings rate. Which means put money in the investment is the number one driver. And if you can get people doing that, it was 74%. It was 3/4 of the cause of someone winning was that they actually put money in, which is a behavior thing. More than looking at, this expense ratio is different than that expense ratio, or that's a share or a B share on the mutual fund, or, we're doing managed funds, or, it's a 1% or a 0.5% here or there, the difference in the S&P or something that's beating the S&P. That's the kind of crap I get into and I like. But it turns out that stuff really has a very little bearing on whether someone succeeds. The main thing that causes them to succeed is, do they put money in, which is a behavior. Are they actually saving money and steadily saving money over a long period of time? And so, again, the number one driver of retirement success is the behavior of actually investing regardless. I mean, we don't want to be stupid and put it in bad stuff. but we spend all our time analyzing all these little minutia things in our world, and it turns out that the big thing is just getting people to do it. And so if you can do that as a certified financial planner, you've been a blessing to your clients. If you can just get them and keep them investing steadily. And and you've had this experience too, I'm sure, if you've been doing this a while. The market goes down and you got to talk some of your clients off the ledge.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's a behavior thing.
Relax.
Exactly. Right. That's a behavior thing. That's not a math thing.
And I find people are more apt to invest in equity or more riskier solutions when they don't have any debt on the table.
Exactly. And see, that's not a math thing. That's a behavior thing. So there's so much of this stuff that goes back to that, and we have to just be real careful to not get paralysis of the analysis on the mathematics and miss the big things, which is get the people in there, keep them in there, and get them moving. And if we do that in your industry and in mine, then we've done our jobs. Hey, thanks for stopping by, brother.
No trouble. Thank you.
Good to talk to you, and a good question.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.